Good afternoon and welcome to a brand new episode of The Core. My name is Morgan and today is May 27, 2025. Let's start the show today with a look of the current upcoming weather with our student meteorologist, James.
Hello, Yorktown. I'm your student meteorologist, James, and this is your midday weather report for the date, May 27th. It's right around 1 o'clock, and as you can see from the parking lot behind me, we're currently experiencing cloudy skies with a little bit of sunshine. The current temperature is 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and it appears to be a perfect day to go on a walk. Tonight and leading into early morning, you expect to see a little bit of rain. As always, have yourself a wonderful day. Now, let's take it back to the studio.
Thanks for that update, James. Now let's try putting a smile on your face with the joke of the day.
Hi, my name is Adam, and here are some jokes to remember the next time you're in a situation to tell some jokes. Joke 1. Why won't peanut butter tell you a secret? He's afraid you'll spread it. Joke 2. What's the smartest insect? A spelling bee. Join us again for some jokes tomorrow. And until then, let's take it back to the studio.
Thanks, kids. Now from the creative minds of Joseph and Henry, it's today's stop motion short titled The Battle Scene. Thanks, Karina. Now for all the word lovers out there, we present to you the word of the day.
Hi, my name is Olivia, and welcome to today's segment designated to improving your vocabulary, the word of the day. Today's word is dumbfounded. Dumbfounded is an adjective.
Dumbfounded can be defined as so amazed that someone is unable to speak. Stunned and surprised are synonyms for dumbfounded. In a sentence, dumbfounded can be used like this. She was completely dumbfounded when she heard the amazing news.
Dumbfounded. Can you use it today?
Thanks, kids. Now let's go to Asani with today's true or false.
Hello, my name is Asani, and today's true or false topic is dinosaurs. Let's see if you can figure out which statements are true or false. Your water can come from the dinosaur age. True. Dinosaurs only lived in jungle and forest areas. False. Dinosaurs were found everywhere on Earth. Sharks are dinosaurs. False. Sharks were around before dinosaurs, and they were a completely different species. Thanks for watching today's True or False. Now let's take it back to you in the studio.
Good afternoon. My name is Jason, and today's lesson's for math. Today in math class, we learned about modes, medians, and mean. To find the mean, you have to add the numbers and then divide the numbers by how many numbers you added. To find the median, you have to list all the numbers least to greatest, then find the middle number. To find the mode, you have to find the number that occurs the most. That's it from the lesson. Now let's take it back to the studio.
Hello, my name is Hayden, and I'm going to share some facts and events that took place throughout recorded history on the date May 27, 2025. On this date, 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge opened in San Francisco. Over 200,000 people walked across the bridge on this day. People paid 25 cents to walk over the bridge. That's a look back in history for the date May 27th. Now, let's take it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, kids. Now let's get to know one of the students at MESMS.
Hi, my name is Maya, and I'm Latino. The thing I enjoy most about being a student at MES is they're all nice here. My favorite subject is math, and my favorite topic is mean, median, mode, and range. My favorite hobbies outside of school are volleyball and cheer. 3 words that I think best describe me: funny, nice, and creative. When I grow up, I want to be a nurse. That's all about me. Now let's take it back to the studio.
While at Strang Middle School out in the community, we strive to be safe,
responsible, and respectful. In this spirit, let's want to explore the bus. Let's see what some of the students at MES and MES have to say.
You can be safe, responsible, and respectful on the bus by putting on your seatbelt and also by not invading other people's personal space or like taking their stuff.
I can be safe, responsible, and respectful on the bus by picking up my garbage and listening to the bus driver.
I could be safe, responsible, and respectful on the bus by sitting on the seat and not standing up and talking low instead of screaming.
I can be safe and responsible on the bus by staying seated and listening to the driver.
To be safe, responsible, and respectful on the bus, you can just sit down.
I could be safe, responsible, and respectful on the bus by being kind to each other, like others.
I could be safe, responsible, respectful on the bus by always sitting down and not screaming.
Be safe, responsible, and respectful on the bus by not throwing stuff or eating stuff.
I can be safe, responsible, and respectful on the bus by staying in my seat the whole time and not using bad language.
I can be safe, responsible, and respectful on the bus by staying quiet and being in my seat so I don't distract the bus driver.
Hello, my name is Tristan, and today we have another episode of This or That. Today we're going to be asking 2 different students 5 different questions. Let's see how much these 2 students have in common.
This or that, spring or fall?
Spring.
Question 2, ocean or lake?
Ocean.
Question 3, motorcycle or car?
Car.
Question 4, math or science?
Math.
Question 5, golf or tennis?
Golf.
First question, spring or fall? Fall. Question 2, ocean or lake? Ocean. Question 3, motorcycle or car? Car. Question 4, math or science? Science. Question 5, golf or tennis? Tennis.
Now let's go to Lorenzo with today's Core Extra.
Hi, my name is Lorenzo, and this is your 60-second sports report. Tonight, the Oklahoma City Thunder are playing the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder are looking to go to the NBA Finals with a 3-1 lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves. For my first prediction, I predict Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to have 43 points, 5 assists, and 7 rebounds. For my second prediction, I predict Anthony Edwards to have 33 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. For my third and final prediction, I predict the Oklahoma City Thunder to win 128-105 in a blowout. That's all for today's 60-second sports report. Stephen A., hit me up.
Hi, my name is Olivia, and this is 20 questions. Like the game, a student will get 20 chances to guess the answer. Remember, students are only allowed to ask yes or no questions as they work towards the answer, which today is a pencil. Let's get started.
Is it an object?
Yes, it's an object.
Can it fit into a building or a room?
Yes, it could fit in both.
Can someone hold the object?
Yes, someone could hold the object.
Will this object be found in a school?
Yes, it would be found in a school.
Can this object also be found at a home?
Yes, it could be found at a home.
Would a student be using this object?
Yes, a student would be using this object.
Does this object write or draw?
Yes, it could write and draw.
Is this object a marker?
No, it's not a marker.
Is this object a pencil?
Yes, it's a pencil.
Congratulations, Sophia. You guessed the answer in 9 questions. Now let's take it back to you in the studio.
If I could go back to the first day of school and give myself advice, I would tell myself to work hard.
If I could go back in time to the first day of 6th grade, the advice I'd give myself would be to not rock back on the chairs in class because I always fall back on them and it's very embarrassing.
I could go back in time. I would give myself some advice and try my hardest because right now I'm not really trying my hardest as I can. And I'm just appearing to school as much as I can.
If I were to go back in time to the first day of 6th grade, I would tell myself to study harder and work hard.
If I went back to the first day of school, I would tell myself to just try, to be honest. Just try to get good grades and do well.
If I could go back in time to the first day of 6th grade, the advice I would give myself is to show up on time for classes.
If I went back in time and give advice to myself in the first day of school, I would probably say not to be nervous and just get good grades,
If I can go back in time to the first day of 6th grade, I would probably not get in trouble as much and listen better.
Hello, my name is Nico, and I'm in 6th grade. And if I can go back in time to the start of 6th grade, I would tell myself to not mess around and just get my work done, because I'm a bad boy.
If I could go back in time to the first day of 6th grade, I would tell myself to work hard and do my best in school.
We want to thank everyone who helped with today's show. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next episode. Until then, stay safe, responsible, and respectful. Have a great day.